Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Colin, what happened last time?
Last time we returned back to the safe house and met back up with all of our cohorts in this time. Went over the plan and timing with Dane and the Dragon Blades. Had some challenging moments of realization that things aren't all in need of being undone, but we're going forward with the plan for the good of the world as a whole. And then we set off. And as we set off, we had Tommel on the ship that Malcolm is driving with Pip mating for us. And we had a conversation.
Interesting phrasing choice.
Shut up. Just move forward. And had a conversation with Tommel and decided to trust in the trust of those that we trust. And that's how I'm going to describe it. And so he is joining us as we proceed to take on the Herald. Pulled up to Sharn in all its dismay and have just settled onto the land. And here we are.
Leaving the Wildcat less defended.
I mean, okay.
That was not...
Malcolm is the most capable in this adventure, so okay.
So, Pip departs, and you are standing on the landing platform of a cargo dock on one of the towers of Sharn. The ruins of Sharn all around you. The dock, obviously empty. Its cranes standing long, disused, with Tommel standing, shadowy wings kind of flowing out to either side of him on the dock, looking around. Well, clear at the moment.
So are we just waiting for a herald to show up?
Well, better to try and draw attention. If it was just you, I would say you all could make a ruckus, use your marks, create some disturbance, or go looking for something else that would try to attack you and make a ruckus that way. With me here, I could try to bait the hook a little bit, I suppose. I could go find something to chase me.
Okay.
While we're deciding on that, what could you tell us about heralds?
It's like there's an extra sense turned on in your mind. You're still you, and you can still think as yourself, but there's also this little extra check on everything you're thinking that passes it through him. And that's running all through you and empowering you, giving you the ability to do things that you couldn't do before. Usually, he arms them with artifacts or things he's had made for them. So they come well armed and well equipped and powerful, and they don't usually come alone.
Okay.
Whoever it is, they'll have this position because they killed one of the other heralds. Or took an opportunity when another herald displeased him. So they'll be ruthless.
Okay.
Because not killing you or bringing you back a prisoner will not be tolerated by him.
That's helpful information. Thank you. Is this where we want to fight?
There aren't really good places. Pip would have probably picked this one because it didn't look like falling off the tower just yet.
Yeah, that's great.
If you get down to the ground, I mean, things genuinely still just fall off the towers. So, This one's stable at the moment.
I guess that's as comforting as anything will be right now.
Right. Yeah, so yes.
Anybody disagree with Tommel drawing them out?
Sounds fine with me.
My concern with that suggestion is, will that be bringing more things that we have to fight?
I'll do my best to be seen, but kill anything that's following me directly. If I do enough harm to some things, they'll probably come.
Okay. I do just want to say that we didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pog and Ari, but the intention, we did not bring you to be the bait. Like, I appreciate your willingness to do that, but that was not
We brought him to help in the
plan.
fight.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be helpful for him to be a part of starting it.
Yes. Yep.
Do you have more words you want to say, or was that your thought? Because it feels like you have more words.
Are you talking to me or Tom?
Yes, to you.
Nope, I'm good. I just wanted to say those words.
All right. And Tommel takes a running start and jumps off the edge of the platform into air.
Ooh.
So you all have access to the map where this encounter will take place and have the freedom to decide where you would like to set yourselves for this battle. I guess I'll go ahead and have it on the screen at this point, and I'll zoom out.
Whoa, where did that come from?
So you can see the different levels. There are different levels to this, with the catwalks out over the dock. It's night, so it's kind of foggy, but obviously the city is below you. There are some interior spaces. They don't look as nice as that. This map is not quite as decrepit as the actual event should be, but it's pretty, isn't it?
It is pretty.
Chepaku. Yeah. So you guys can decide where you want to be in waiting, or just where I put you.
Assuming he's going to want to come back, or he's planning to come back to where he left from, I guess I will take up center, prepared for this.
Yes, that's true. I suppose Tommel is not present.
Or I'll be a little bit behind Pog, but still in the same general area.
I think well, I think Cal and I will ascend to the catwalk.
Okay.
And the thing we are aiming to get off of the Herald upon his defeat, their defeat, its defeat, is like a medallion. What is the
weapon that they are carrying?
The weapon. Got it. I don't think we've ever been in a moment pre-combat where Philip has been looking to us to see if we're ready or not. I kind of hate his calm right now.
That's true. If there are any pre-combat checks or spells or anything like that that you would like to do, you can.
Yes, I'm going to summon Minnie.
That makes sense.
Off the start. And because it is timed, I would like to say that once I see Tommel on the return, I'm going to cast Fire Shield.
Okay.
Ari's going to do the same thing. Once he sees Tommel coming, he's going to cast Shadow of Moil.
Cool. It's the best kind of shadow.
Before departing to go up to the catwalk, Shade would cast Guidance for Ari. Once before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add that number to an ability check of your choice.
How long till it ends?
1 minute.
Okay.
So
probably not, but not bad. That's fine.
I would like to go ahead, Casey.
And I would go ahead and speak the... Oh, my words just totally left my brain. For my quiver, I would go ahead and change my quiver to the season I want it to be in.
Also, for our audience, I realized that a minute ago I said I would go ahead and throw the map up on the screen, but I failed to click the start recording button for the map. So now is when I'm throwing the map up on the screen.
Oh my goodness, it reappeared. Whoa. Oh.
I remembered before the fight started. And that
was
is
preemptive excitement on my part.
Okay.
I would like to clarify and not when I see Tommel.
Okay.
It will make sense when I see what is identified as the Herald. I would like my spirit shield to go up. I'll have a reason when that comes.
Okay, so you all settle in and lie in wait. Tommel is gone for not very long. After a while, you do start to hear sounds carrying up to you from somewhere nearby. What sounds like some crashing, an explosion, probably a really classic Wilhelm scream as of somebody falling from a tower. And then pretty soon you see Tommel come gliding back in. Tommel will land here where Shade is. Zoom in and let the audience appreciate the... I don't think we can call this one a glow up. For Age of Cul'sir.
Sure, someone will.
We wouldn't anyway, to be fair.
He's looking rough, to be honest. Some kind of weird scales growing on your face. Is not
Gruff up?
Yeah,
Nice.
There you go.
Nailed it.
He lands next to Shade. Well, I found a patrol and took care of it. And then I waited for their backup and I took care of that. So I've caused a good deal of trouble. Hopefully enough to draw the wrong kind of attention. So.
Excellent. Thank you.
You wait not very long at all this time. A skiff goes by. Tommel makes a show of crouching as if hiding, but not very effectively. And the skiff turns and glides into the dock. At the far end from the direction that Pog and his Echo are facing. There's a place down here where it says loading dock on the ground. And off of the skiff steps a figure in a billowing cape, carrying a staff. One of their arms is wreathed in fire that's kind of pink and blue. And they start walking towards you all.
You son of a gun.
And you hear, well, echo across the empty space. This is not quite what I expected. But 4 powerful aberrants present in Sharn is what he said. So I guess I owe you a drink. And he is followed off the ship by another figure in much more somber attire, robes, following them a little ways behind. And they are followed, this figure is followed by 4 horrible somethings that clamber off of the ship. They look like maybe they used to be people.
Oh,
Yikes.
my gosh.
What in the Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Well, I was in the wrong position on my screen, and that third one just popped up as a full face. You just jump scared. Yo.
Yeah,
Unsubscribe.
when I really want something terrible, I search the HeroForge community for ideas, because there are some very gifted and very twisted minds out there making HeroForge.
Who don't sleep very well, I'm guessing.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Oof.
As the figure gets closer, you all recognize the Dragon Hawk.
Yeah.
Their skin seems kind of washed out, like the color has faded from it, though their dragon mark is still visible, and the colors of their clothing are still flashy as ever. But they have a sort of terrible mannequin quality to their skin now. The figure following is also familiar.
Yeah.
As you recognize Soren de Medani. Who steps forward, looks, and then looks again. Really? This is quite surprising. It has been a lot of years. I don't know if you'll believe me when I say that it is actually quite pleasing to see that you're alive. I take a certain amount of pride in seeing your survival. After all that you must have gone through escaping and surviving this long into the wars. The Dragonhawk flares their staff a little bit and says, "Well, not how I thought I'd finally get to see you in a fight, but can't say I'm not looking forward to it."
It is still optional.
Now that is interesting. That's usually what I'm supposed to say.
I'm trying to talk more these days.
Well, it'll be refreshing to be on the receiving end of the offer of mercy.
That's a word for it. Just
What do you have in mind?
I just need that. Motioning towards his weapon. Dragonhawk's weapon.
They look at the staff. I'd have a cold welcome. I come home without this.
Pick a new home.
I like my home. I am an exalted
You
one.
could like a new one.
They grin sort of manic clownishly. Did you know it was them, Soren? No, I sensed the signatures and we had been told to be on the lookout. But I didn't know it was them. That's fascinating. How have I never seen you before?
Oh, so
All these years.
you've heard about our arrival then?
No. I knew to be looking out for certain things as I watched things from afar. Didn't know it was you. don't suppose there's any chance you'd like to come back.
Nah.
Things have
Don't
not turned
think
out
so.
quite so cheerily as you perhaps anticipated when you fled the sinking ship that was my program.
We had a good time for a while there.
Where did you hole yourself up after
When?
your ship sank?
After the program, I of course went back to the house. I began to see the direction the wind was blowing. Shade, make a perception check.
I'm actually going to push that.
I saw that pop and I was like, pushing is a choice.
For slightly higher, 16.
Okay. The check was not very difficult for this because the thing is not small. One, you notice that one of these things has clambered up onto one end of the catwalk you're on. You can also see that Tommel is like tensed like a spring, and has shifted stance, so his feet are set to leap.
I feel that.
I could see which way the winds were blowing, and received an intriguing offer through an unused back channel that I hadn't expected. Adaptation is what it's all about. Yes.
I would like to ready an action if that creepy crawly thing steps any closer towards us. I would like to shoot it.
Okay.
Ari takes a couple steps forward. How did Cul'sir get in touch with you to start making these arrangements? Feels like that would have gone noticed by some.
He had a acolyte with similar divinatory abilities to my own. Apparently she's been slain since then, but she found
Mirren?
my... Yes.
Interesting.
And so I've made myself useful to the powers that are, rather than clinging to the decaying husk of old Galifar.
Pog is going to move up even and slightly ahead of Ari.
Picked up where Tyrus left behind. As you can see, I've made some improvements since you wrecked his work at Blackbriar.
Can see that, certainly. So what point is it going to be time to liquidate this program? Move on to the next one.
These have a distinct advantage over the previous program in that they don't tend to ask questions like that. Now I see you edging forward, so I have to ask. Time for diplomacy is over?
I mean,
You're
you could
just
always-
talking really softly.
Ha.
Dragon Hockey could always hand it over. Then diplomacy'd be done.
I've been bored. And they move, and all of your various readied actions can go if you want.
Flame shield.
Shadow Moil.
Arrow.
Inspiration, Casey.
That was delightful. I want that to be my text tone.
Arrow.
I shoot an arrow for 17.
Nice. That will hit.
Excellent. The creepy crawly will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
You know what tone I still have, though?
That is so old. That's amazing.
I did not know that.
Natural 1 for that dexterity saving throw. So
Let's go.
Excellent.
Love that for him.
It is. I did do summer. Sorry, dexterity is the summer arrows, and so he will receive an extra D10 of fire damage.
Oof.
Nice.
Excellent. I rolled a 9 for fire damage, and he will. He is on fire, and so he will receive fire damage at the beginning of his turn as well.
Cool. How much damage has he taken now?
That is a great question, and I'm navigating back to my. There we go. Oof. Okay, just 6 for the arrow, plus the 9, so 15 total.
Yeah. As Pog catches fire and Ari fades into shadows, the arrow hits and lights this horrible aberration on fire, and we need to roll initiative.
I regret losing advantage on initiative so much in my multi-classing.
What'd you end up with, Pog?
6.
Shade?
16.
Ari?
19.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. I think the initiative order is going to bounce back and forth pretty solidly. Doesn't happen very often.
It does not.
At the top, anyway. All right. So, combat begins. At the top of the order is good ol' Soren.
Boo.
Be nice to your teachers.
No.
Not the ones that try to kill you. You're allowed
Right.
to be mean to those.
Fair point. That's reasonable. He is going
To surrender.
to cast Scorching Ray.
Is it weird that I'd rather get hit than be banished, though? So, like, go ahead.
Yeah, that's
The
totally
spell
reasonable.
that most resembles a character I would want to play. A ray of fire blasts out at each of you. For Shade, that is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Hey. For Hog, that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, do I have to confirm? Yeah, 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has disadvantage against Ari, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Pog, you take 9 points of fire damage, which I think you're currently resistant to. And a whole lot. Let's see. Oh, disadvantage. Take away my 19 there, you jerk. 23 to hit Ari.
Yes, that does hit Ari.
Well, I rolled crappy on the damage roll. So 4 fire damage for Ari.
Hey.
And then actually I'll do this. Okay. And for movement, he's going to go over here. All right. That is his turn, making it Ari's turn.
Okie dokie. So Ari's going to extend a hand to the Dragon Hawk, which will cause the sphere to cover everybody.
Nice.
Or actually, he's going to do it a bit behind the Dragon Hawk, so Pog is not also in the blast zone.
Good lord.
But he's going to do Circle of Death, which is a 60-foot radius sphere.
Ari went hard.
Whoa, here we go.
So yeah, Ari extends a hand and necrotic energy begins to roil around his mark, and then an orb of sickly greenish light erupts in the middle of the group and blasts out. And I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
It's business
Lord.
time.
All right. I'm going to roll for all of the aberrations first. Just to... So there's a bunch of them. All right. Okay. What's the DC?
18.
Okay. The one on the catwalk saves, and we'll take half. The next one over also saves. The other two are a 15 and a... Oh, I'm sorry. These things have advantage on constitutions. Oh, that's not saving throw. Yes, it is. Okay. Sorry. I know that was a little bit of a roller coaster. That's not a lot better. The third one rolled exactly an 18, but the other one fails with a 8. And then I guess I should roll for the named NPCs too.
That would be ideal.
Oh, that's concentration only. Okay. Oof. Soren is going to replace that 3. Actually, will it do any good? His constitution is not great. Yeah, it won't do any good. Yep, both the Dragonhawk and Soren fail this check.
Let's go.
Nice.
I wish that could have been a better roll, but 26 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. Okay, so... what does this look like when it kills something? Because this aberration that's on the catwalk is going to be killed by that.
I mean, it's necrotic energy, so I imagine it just like speeds up the rotting process. It like zombifies.
horrible.
creature.
Horrible.
Cool.
It's like the worst answer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yarf.
Okay. Yeah. You see Soren's hair kind of whiten a little bit as the necrotic energy seeps into him. The aberration on the catwalk just withers and collapses. And the others look pretty goofed up. That was a big opening move. Well done. See,
And then
if Demise was still alive, she'd be happy to see you copying her moves.
Then we would be dissatisfied. Her dead makes this cool.
Ari extends a finger to, once again, we are here for a job. There's something specific we are here after. But keen-eyed listeners way back when, or keen-eared, knows that Ari said that there was only one name on a list of people he was okay with killing. And so he points a finger at Soren instead of Dragonhawk and casts Hexblade's Curse at Soren.
Let's go.
And so
Okay.
a visage of Ari's mark appears
that's
over
so
Soren's
poetic.
eye.
Let's go.
And
Yes.
Ari says, "Yeah, you're next."
Nice.
Yeah,
Dark
your
Ari
next
is
is
so
so
good.
cold.
Okay. Do you want to move anywhere?
No, Ari's good here.
All right. The Dragonhawk is going to first quicken a spell, and as they begin to rush toward Pog, you start seeing slight flickering reflections of the Dragonhawk running alongside them as they charge you. Almost like your echo in the slight translucence, but it is almost challenging to tell exactly where they are. And then they're right up on you and are going to attack. Does 17 hit you?
It does.
All right. So as they swing, you can see the ends of the staff crackling with lightning. And that first hit is going to hit you for 8 bludgeoning and 3 lightning damage, so a total of 11. And then the staff whirls around and comes back for another strike. And it is 22 to hit. And that is another 12 damage, 5 of which is lightning.
It will also. Oh, let's go.
Oh,
In
yeah.
response, take 24 points
What?
of fire damage. I rolled 2 8s on the second 2d8 roll. Ooh, 24 points of fire damage. Whip out at it just for hitting me.
That's
Nice.
awesome. That's interesting. I need to double check a spell option here. Where is you with? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. Tell me that total again.
24.
24. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, and do you want to move, or is Mini acting? Oh wait, that wasn't your turn.
That was
acting.
not
You
me.
were reacting. Cool. That's bonus action moves. So that's their go. And then it is Shade's turn.
Let's see. Cal is next to me, so can I have Cal use the help action, and that gives me advantage on my attack?
I don't think Cal could do that while being next to you. I feel like Cal would need to be next to the thing you're attacking for helping you attack something to make any sense.
Okay.
Shooters. Gotta shoot.
I mean, I just am a much better place mentally knowing that he's beside me and not in danger.
He's your emotional support, Fey Panther, and that makes you a better shooter.
Absolutely.
If that were an option, all four of us would have an emotional support Fey Panther. Let's keep it a stack.
I mean, Ari could have made himself into a chain pact warlock and had.
IRL.
And had puzzle dust following us everywhere. Is that your implication?
Oh yeah, puzzle dust. Where is that guy?
Probably went back to the Feywild.
All right. I shoot for 15 at the Dragonhawk.
That does not hit.
Yeah, and I shoot for a second time. For 21.
Okay. Then we need to roll to see whether you hit the Dragonhawk or a mirror image. Casey, roll a d20.
Okay. I rolled a 20, Philip.
Your arrow flies through the air, and you see it sink into the Dragonhawk, and then the version of the Dragonhawk that it sinks into just vanishes, and your arrow clatters to the ground as you hit one of their mirror images.
So a 20 is supposed to be a good roll.
Imagine being punished for a natural 20.
Yeah, in this case,
Just
the
to
way
be
the
clear.
spell works, higher roll makes it more likely that you hit the mirror image. Usually, the player who casts the mirror image rolls. I thought it would be fun to make you roll, and now I realize it's slightly cruel.
Was that fun? Yeah.
So,
he's smiling, so yeah, I think so.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't unfun. Okay, so your first shot goes wide, second shot hits a mirror image, but hey, now they are down to only 2 mirror images.
You're welcome.
So you cleared out one of those.
Proud of yourself.
I mean, yeah. Would you like to move, or is Cal doing anything?
Cal's going to dive bomb the Dragonhawk.
Okay.
One.
Or at least one of them, yeah. And so he flies over and makes an attack. Oh, it was on an 18 and rolled to a 5. That was cruel. But yeah, 12 doesn't hit.
12 does not.
I would like to push that.
Okay.
Yes. 23.
That is enough to hit. Roll a d20.
$10.
That will actually hit the Dragonhawk.
Hey,
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, it won't.
The
8 or above
lies.
is I skipped a line in the spell with my eyes. I'm
betrayal?
sorry. Yes, that was mean. Yeah, Cal's claw slashes through one of the mirror images, shattering it. And he's down to just
Okay.
1.
Since he dive bombed and it was a mirror image, can Cal move away from the Dragonhawk that does exist and is there?
There will be the chance that they make an attack of opportunity against Cal.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how. Okay. Because he did successfully pounce,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just the mirror image, not
yeah,
him.
the mirror image is not there anymore to tackle.
Right. Okay. And then Shade is moving this way towards the stairs. Okay. I think that's it. No
Fair
damage,
enough.
but I did clear out the mirror images.
That is true. Tommel launches himself from the platform on wing.
At Shade. It's just been waiting.
Just enough.
Lying in the wings
Tommel
with his.
lands here, sword out, and swings at the aberration. Eric, roll a d20.
Very well. That's a 5.
Oof. Tommel's first attack will miss. Roll again.
That's another 5.
Wow. Tommel's second attack will miss. So Tommel makes 2 attacks. The aberration shifts and dives away from the attacks. And Tommel not gonna hit anything. I know you don't like him, Eric, but it's in general.
I'm just saying, people that like build him up a lot in their minds maybe need to reconsider it. He's not that effective as a combatant.
It is now Pog's turn.
Okay. Well, with the Dragonhawk right in front, that's going to be the direction that we are focused. After seeing the consequences of the fire shield, Pog is going to feel empowered. He is going to mutter to himself some words of confidence, and he will feel one of the hands rest on the side of his head as his words of confidence, as a bonus action, are him using Vow of Enmity for the first time.
Nice.
And we are going to swing on Dragonhawk. That is a 29 to hit on the first one.
Okay, roll a d20.
Natural 1.
Hey, you hit the Dragonhawk.
Oh boy. I was really excited for the rules to change on me here. That is now bad. It has been long enough.
You have to roll evens.
I'm going to roll this plus 7. Be 27 points of damage.
Wow.
Nice.
We are going to swing at the same one. Do I have to re-roll a 20 if I know who I'm swinging at?
Yep.
That's silly. It's a 27 to hit.
Okay, roll a d20.
Low roll. It's a 5.
A 5 will allow you to hit the Dragonhawk.
Okay. For math up, 27 points of damage.
Wow.
The Dragonhawk's looking pretty badly injured.
I don't care. That's fine with me.
I figured that was
He can stay
I
that
figured
way.
you do care in the sense of that is desirable.
I don't feel bad for him.
No, I didn't expect
want
you
him
to
to
feel
look
bad for the
worse.
Dragonhawk.
And though I didn't previously, so if you want to, that you can keep him there. I can't do anything with him, but
Right.
I had intended Minnie to come up and be like near where we were, and I don't have control of him, so
That's fine. I can move Minnie for you.
he's not doing anything. He's just there,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
All right. The aberrations now get to go. Let's move on this thing. This aberration over here near the catwalk is going to turn and sort of run animal-like, leaping onto the catwalk and then charge recklessly down toward Shade, and is going to make some attacks. The first one is the creature just swings at Shade with these huge claws, but misses very badly, and Shade is easily able to avoid it, and then it just flings its bulk against you. Shade, will you make an athletics or acrobatics check for me?
I will. '22 acrobatics.
22. You are able to... Oh. What was the natural roll? What was the die on?
13.
As a reaction, Soren replaces your natural roll with a 5. What would that make your acrobatics check?
18. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. What is that? 9 plus 5 is 14.
14. The creature heaves its bulk against you, Shade, and you are shoved off the catwalk.
Awesome.
Okay.
So,
as a reaction, I would like to my interception, which has been Spirit Shield.
mm-hmm.
Um,
What's the range on Spirit
you can
Shield?
see. Well, it was Spirit Shield. I don't have on my sheet any longer.
No, I know. What was the range on?
You can see.
Oh,
Towards
just
30.
you can see. Okay.
I believe so. Yep.
So Spirit Shield absorbs some damage, right?
Yep. I'm trying to do anything if I can help on the attack there.
Spirit Shield would just absorb damage. It wouldn't make Shade's acrobatics check better or worse.
Yep. Then Shade's fallen. That's what
All right.
I've got is an attempt.
Okay. The other one is going to charge Ari. If you're wondering about the speed of these things, they have a dash as a bonus action ability. And attack Ari.
Cool.
That's very bad. That's much better. That is 23, Ari.
Yep.
Okay. You take...
Oh, disadvantage.
I did.
Ah.
I remembered. Aren't you proud of
Okay.
me? That is 13 slashing damage.
Okay. He is
Disadvantage
going
is why the first attack missed.
the shadows are going to lash out at him
He's gonna
as
get moiled.
he hits me, and he takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
He doesn't. It looks as though his body has changed since the last time you necrotically terrorized him, and has adapted to the last damage it took.
What?
That's the end of round 1. Beginning of round dose.
That was so much.
This other one. Sorry, I skipped one of them. It attacks Tommel. It hits Tommel. 4-6. Okay. Soren.
Soren has way too much space.
He does have a good bit of space. Soren crouches behind some crates over here, looking, watching. You can see his eyes flashing as he stares at the chaotic combat around. And then he seems to judge a distance and then just raises one of his hands, and a little bead of glowing red energy arcs through the air and lands just a little bit behind Pog and Ari and erupts into a fireball. And I need a dexterity saving throw from both Ari and Pog.
17.
Nice.
Pushing.
I think that does just pass.
14. Wish you wouldn't have just said that right as I declared. Ouch. Here comes the pain.
Well, the good news is, Pog, you're already resistant to fire, so.
Oh, fair play.
That is...
A lot of dice.
This is where rolling digitally really makes sense. I should have just rolled these digitally. That is 41 fire damage, halved for both of you for different reasons, to 20. So 20 fire damage to each of you. So just engulfs both of you. Minnie is gone. And disappear. And then bonus action. Cool. All right. That is Soren's turn. Ari, you're up. There's a nasty thing in front of you.
There is a nasty thing in front of me. But Ari is going to ignore the nasty thing for the time being. And Ari is going to say, Ari's not going to say anything. He just extends his mind into Soren's mind, having marked him with his Hexblade's curse, and is going to cast Ralothim's Psychic Lance on Soren. So I need an intelligence saving throw, which I'm guessing
love
is gonna be
this.
much better for him.
Does Ralothim know you're borrowing his psychic lance?
Probably. Seems like he's somebody that could read minds.
Feels like he's this psychic knight out there somewhere, and he's just wandering around. Can't go jousting.
Actually, part of the targeting of the spell allows for if you say the target's name, then you target them. So yeah, Ari shouts Soren's name is what he says.
Love it. It's an intelligence save.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's a wizard, so
Yes. He'll probably take half damage, which is
he's
fine.
rolled a 15 plus 7, so 22.
Yep.
On the other hand, this sounds like the kind of spell that does a lot of damage.
It is 8d6, so that is 32 psychic damage, half because he passed.
So 16.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, you see Soren is watching the fight really intently, his eyes following the action, and then suddenly, as you scream his name, your voice just invades his mind and echoes piercingly through every part of him, and he grasps his head.
Okay, and as a bonus action on my turn, Ari's going to use 3 charges of his fancy crown that this'll got him
Right.
to Misty Step away from this thing that is haranguing him. So let's go. He wants to put Pog in between himself and this thing, so he's going to go there.
Deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
It be the turn of the Dragon Hawk. They are going to... Yeah, let's do it this way. They are going... Sorry, viewers, I was yanking the wrong map around while I was considering options. They're going to shift this way, staying next to Pog. But this will move them out of Cal's reach if Cal would like to make an opportunity attack. Casey?
He would, very much.
Seems like his style.
Stupid question. That's just a regular attack, right?
Yep.
10. Can't believe we rolled a 3.
Oh.
I'm just clarifying where everybody is on the grid because it's slightly... 3 will miss, I'm sorry. And then the Dragonhawk will cast Lightning Bolt. So I need a dexterity save from Pog and Ari.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use.
Do I get to know the DC on this
Sure.
19.
before I decide to push or not?
The DC is 17.
I'm pushing? Shouldn't have? Okay. I take it. Here we go. 15 was my best. It's about to hurt real bad.
Yeah.
That's a good roll. Paul, you're going to take 33 lightning damage. Ari, you're going to take 16. And that was done with a quicken spell, and so he's now going to wallop Pog. Or attempt to.
Cool.
So they're going to swing with their staff for a bunch. Sorry. 23 to hit. And you take 8 damage, including some of this lightning. Second attack is a natural 19. And you take... that was almost max damage on all of the dice. You take 20 damage more.
You guys
doing, buddy?
have not seen Pog look like this.
Yeah, so the staff just like cracks across Pog's face twice as the Dragonhawk whirls around.
The Dragonhawk will also have 16 fire damage in response.
Okay. Their clothes are scorched. There are scorch marks across their face, but they're still grinning this sort of manic, excited grin. And that will be their turn, which will make it Shade's turn. Shade, there was a platform under you, and now there isn't.
Okay. I would like to propose to do a thing.
Okay.
I would like to cast Lightning Lure,
Mhm.
and instead of it pulling him to me, I pull me to it.
Okay.
My argument is that I assume there's a railing there, and so it's preventing him from coming further. He's like getting caught on the railing, assuming I successfully cast it.
Hey everyone, Shade thinks that there's OSHA in Sharn. Per the map, there's not a railing there. But
I do see that.
Yeah, but I will and have let you twist spells in the past. So I will let you make a push and invert the direction that this spell goes. You'll still get it will still get a save to prevent this from working.
It's just gives me the opportunity to try.
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Lightning Lure. He has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. On which it has advantage.
Oh. I knew they had it on Constitution.
Yep. So I have rolled 2 natural 20s.
Did you?
I did.
That's
which makes it a 24.
So good for you.
That's the same. 26. So yeah.
Okay.
You reach out with the lightning lure. This thing catches, like it wraps around this thing's big clawed arm, and it just snaps it. And you start to fall.
Yeah.
Lightning lure is an action.
It is. It's
a cantrip. You got a bonus action.
It's a cantrip.
Attempt.
I bet I know how she uses her movement.
Your movement is going to carry you down. You have a bonus action you'd like to take as you drop through the air.
Yeah, it's just not as cool.
I agree. But the cool thing didn't work, so...
It didn't work.
Whose fault is that, Philip?
I know.
The dice.
I rolled a 20 and was punished for it. You rolled 2 20s and are rewarded. I'm just saying, it doesn't feel even here.
Preach.
Casey DMing campaign 2. You heard it here first.
I will use a bonus action. I will Misty Step my way to safety.
Okay.
How is that not cool? To be clear, you went from free falling to doom to safety. That's cool.
But it doesn't do any damage to my attacker.
That is true.
Doing damage to your attacker is better.
I see you're uncool. Just wait for my turn. 'Twill be uncool.
Let's see, 30 feet. So 30 feet. Okay, I can't get to the platform where they are. So I guess I will just get back up to
back onto
this
the
platform.
catwalk, or you could go down towards the stairs to the catwalk. You could teleport that direction. All right.
Yeah.
So yes, it throws you from the platform, and you reappear back on the platform.
What sound of surprise does the creature make, Philip?
It's sort of split face, turns and goes.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Cal.
Yeah, Cal's gonna run up and attack the Dragonhawk, because Pog doesn't look so good.
I think you're very handsome, Pog.
Thank you. I'm about to die, but I appreciate the vote of physical appearance confidence.
For 26.
You leave behind a sexy corpse.
You're right, I will.
26 will hit, and I need you to roll a d20.
He has one left,
11.
Right?
11. I think, no, 11 works with only one left. No, 11 is 11 destroys the last one.
Okay. But he has multi-attack, so now he can attack
Now you can attack the Dragonhawk
Actual
unimpeded.
And he gets advantage because he's an irritated cat. Shoot himself.
16 doesn't do it, does it?
16 does not do it. And that brings it to Tommel. Colin, roll a d20 and treat Tommel better than Eric did.
It's an 8.
Ah!
Only slightly better.
Is there...
Better?
Right.
It is
Hold on.
better.
That might...
Tommel would like to push.
Yeah.
Ha! An 8 just does.
Let's go.
Okay, you can roll for... Actually, you gotta manage the weird D&D Beyond system, so I'll use the dice in front of me to roll it.
Oh, I have... It's pulled up and ready if you want me to.
Well, you probably would have rolled better on the damage. Tommel deals... Oh, I rolled the wrong dice for him. He gets another try. That's much better. Tommel is going to deal 14 damage to this creature. Colin, roll another d20.
It's a 3.
Second attack will miss again.
You got me thinking D20s needed to be low so that we could take out like the illusions.
Yeah, it's my fault. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 years. Yeah.
It's your turn, Pog.
Cool. Here you go, Casey. You ready? This is how you do a cool move, okay?
So ready.
Pog is going to take a deep breath, do the Mission Impossible arm cocking and healing surge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That seems great.
It's necessary is what it is.
I spent 2 spells to end up in the same place.
And heal on up. And then we are going to have to manage my page here. I promise I've played this before. We're going to action surge so that we can attack. And we are swinging on old hockey over here.
Punch,
Good
punch.
thing I healed because I'm... Oh, no, I have advantage. Aha.
Why? Oh,
17.
Yep, there it is. 17 misses.
Back to pushing that. I know I get a second, but I want to use it. Let's try 29.
Yes,
Ooh.
29 is in fact going to hit.
Still roll with advantage. You might crit.
Eric, you are a maniac. Natural 20 for a 32. That is incredible. Oh, my Lord.
Nice.
Now, if only you didn't have the Vorpal sword on your back.
I know. I don't. This is going to be a number that I am
It's going to be a good number.
totally fine with.
Yep.
Because I get to, what you guys are about to see, I get to add 14 on. $65 points of damage.
Please describe how you kill the Dragonhawk, Herald of Cul'sir, whose name you never learned.
Who cares? He shouldn't have attacked. Having just... Ooh, sorry, y'all. Having just been lightning bolted straight through his body, Pog does the arm cocking and swings straight down into his skull with the axe of fire all the way to the ground.
Cloven in twain, the
And-
Dragonhawk falls apart to the ground.
That's fantastic.
And as he uses his foot to shove the body away and pull the axe free, because that was the first attack, we are going to swing on the abomination to my side. For a 25.
Yeah.
To do 28 points of damage.
That is going to destroy that one, because that's the one that took the full weight of Ari's Circle of Death.
It's good to be here for a whole fight, y'all. This feels nice.
Well done. That was a great turn.
Yeah, that went well.
It is now the turn of the aberrations. And the first one is going to attack Tommel. And Tommel deftly dodges away with his shadowy wings. And the other one is going to charge Shade again.
Yeah. Yeah.
First attack is 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Take 17 points of slashing damage. Second
Excellent.
attack, 18 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Take 18 points of slashing damage. I rolled 7 and an 8 on 2d8.
Oof.
And because it hit with both of its attacks, it grapples you and attempts to bite you.
Yeah. That makes sense.
For 19 to hit.
Can that last one be where I reaction and spirit shield?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The damage here is 9 more piercing damage. But
You will take off 8 of that.
Well, thank you.
silvery, fiery wings enclose you briefly and dampen the attack.
It does make me feel better about being grappled by this monstrosity.
So Soren sees the situation is worse now. Just suddenly got worse. One might say he should have seen that coming, but
Heyo.
boy, what can he do about it is the question.
Probably a whole bunch of really cool stuff. It's a bad guy.
He is a bad guy. It's true. Well, that does make some things easier. Okay, so Soren, because there's no longer any of his allies to avoid.
Strap in, Eric. Here we go.
Raises a hand. Suddenly the sky darkens over the little cluster of Pog and Ari and Cal and Minnie. And huge chunks of rock hard hail start pounding down into the area. I need Ari and Pog and Cal to make a dexterity saving throw.
Counterspell.
I clicked too fast.
Please describe.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the nature of how Ari's powers work, Soren is making these gestures and saying whatever incantation is required, and then Ari he's already been in Soren's mind during this fight, and so just like blocks the memory of like a part of the incantation to where the spell can't be completed. Like it just dissipates because he can't complete the spell.
That's awesome.
That's so good.
Timely.
Then Soren is going to move this way.
Rubble.
Ari, your turn.
Ari begins walking towards Soren, not needing to for range, and extends his other hand and says, I think it's time we call it a day, don't we? And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go.
Finger of Death.
Let's go.
Oh, that's so bad. 4. 4 is Soren's save against Finger of Death. And his divination die would only get it up to a 12.
73 points of damage.
Holy.
As the mark that was...
Please describe.
So the mark that's emblazoned on Soren's face begins to glow brighter as searing necrotic energy just begins to fill Soren's body as he presumably lets out a scream of pain, as much like with the Circle of Death's incantation, his body begins to rot from the necrotic energy. But unlike what happened to the aberration as a side effect of the Finger of Death spell, Soren does not fall over dead, but rather his head lulls and he lets out a groan as he is now a zombie permanently under Ari's command.
Oh, that's wicked.
Wow.
And then Ari walks up, just
Vengeance
doesn't
is
walk all the way up,
yours.
but take a long walk off a short dock, you son of a bitch. And the zombie begins to walk towards the edge.
Oh, yeah. Soren, zombified, turns and just staggers to the edge and just drops over. And there is a pause, and then a platform a number of stories below you. You'll hear a faint sound.
Whoa.
Shade, it's your turn.
Whoa.
That was so good. Can we just
Yeah,
like,
it
Whoa.
absolutely was. If I hadn't already given him inspiration for a Gap commercial joke, I'd give it to him again.
Whoa.
I did use that inspiration, so I would
Oh.
take it. I mean,
You can have that. I didn't remember that you used it. So, yes,
Whoa.
absolutely, you have inspiration for that.
Thank you.
that was fantastic. I am grappled, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to produce flame in my hands and try to attack him
Oh,
with that.
awesome.
For 26.
Yes, this will hit.
And he takes 17 damage.
Would you like to describe killing this thing with your not exactly bare hands?
It's Foxy.
I would like to. We described that, that for me, produce flame is lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And so just producing the lightning and then putting it on him, it just surges through his body, burns him from the inside out, and he falls over.
Yeah. Amazing. Would you like to do anything with Cal?
I'm just going to head towards the
Sure.
rest of the party real quick. And there's one. I don't think I can go that far.
It's okay.
Yeah, Cal will pounce on this last one. Attempt to, anyways. For 23.
Yes.
So he does a... Oof. Poor Cal. I'm always rolling bad damage for him. He does 8 slashing damage. But he did successfully attack with a claw attack after moving at least 20 feet. So I
He
need
did?
him to strength saving throw.
15.
That fails.
Nice.
And so I get to do another bite attack against him.
Awesome.
For another 23.
Cal tears this thing's just throat out, like brings this thing down and just tears it. And the dock goes still.
Pog will reach over the body, pick up the weapon that we are here for.
Tommel walks over to the edge and looks down at the mess that's left of Soren far below. And then reaches up and touches a communicator on his jacket. Malcolm, we're done here. And on that note, we will wrap up this episode. Awesome. We hope you all have enjoyed this. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can do so at various links to our social media and our Discord down below. You'll also find a link to the Geek Pantheon YouTube channel for Eric's TTRPG videos, and a link to Colin's Twitch, where he is sorry BTR. The O is 0. New episodes of Khyber Shards drop on Mondays. You will not want to miss what happens next.
Ooh.
Check in with the other half of this scheme. And new Khyber Shards answers on Fridays. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.